It's about that time. It's definitely about that time. The best thing that you can do for yourself around this time of the year, start going ahead and developing some type of game plan and or strategy on how you're going to approach the season coming here in the 2020. So, common winter weeds that you may be seeing right now in your lawn, and why this is the perfect time to go ahead and identify them to see what you're working with. This isn't necessarily the best time to go after them because it's just too cold, right? The plant needs to be actively growing to distribute that treatment that we're giving it throughout its entirety, not just on the leaf, but we want it to get down into the roots as well. So most of our herbicides, you'll find on the label, it'll tell you what is your peak time, like your ideal time to be doing these applications. And right now in 30-degree weather, with the ground frozen, finally, this is not the time. So what are we waiting for? Well, we're waiting for our soil temperatures to reach somewhere back around 45 to 50 degrees, right? And I say 45 to 50 because the cool and fun part about this is if you can time it just right, you'll be able to lay down your product and extend its life cycle and be able to maximize its ability to do its job systemically throughout those plants that we're attacking. So, purple dead nettle, the best way to actually attack that, and I'm gonna recommend, is going to be the post-emergent. After it's pretty much already reared its ugly head out, it's gonna be the easiest way to knock out dead nettle, because if you're going at it from a pre-emergent standpoint, I'm going to find that I need to make a purchase of something else that I already don't have. Meaning dead nettle isn't actually going to be taken care of with prodiamine, which is something that I'm going to be using. But post-emergent, I can use 2,4-D or I think I have T-Zone SE over here. Yeah, so I got T-Zone SE, and I know I can use this product on the dead nettle and it's going to take care of it on the post-emergent side. So I'm trying to maximize what I already have. So for dead nettle, if it was an issue in my lawn, I would definitely attack it on the post-emergent side. And if you're dealing with the same situation where it is in your yard, that is my recommendation to you. Moving on to chickweed. So now chickweed is interesting, right? Because I have 3 different products that I can take care of with the chickweed, your common chickweed. I can get the chickweed with prodiamine, right, which I will be applying prodiamine here this spring. I also can get the chickweed with tenacity, mesotrione. We're gonna go with mesotrione, and I can get it post-emergent with the 2,4-D. So I have 3 different products here, and I'm pretty sure I can whack it with the dismiss too. Can I get it with the dismiss? Sulfentrazone, I'm pretty sure I can get it with the sulfentrazone and the dismiss as well. So I have 3 different products here, and tenacity as well. So I got Dismiss, NXT, T-Zone SE, and all 3 of these products right here can take care of chickweed, common chickweed. So that's a winner. I don't have to buy anything extra, and I'm going to do the prodiamine, so I'm covered there as well. Now, when we're talking about the henbit, we have 2 options as well. We can go after it post and pre-emergently. Post-emergently, you're gonna go 2,4-D as well. Again, prodiamine. For the pre-emergent, again, we're good. So we have 1 product to 2 products that we're needing max to take care of these common winter weeds. And the really cool thing about this is the 2,4-D is actually going to take care of a lot of our clovers and the springtime weeds that we see pop up coming into our spring. So all around, really good material to have just in your arsenal, guys. And when you're talking about sedges and stuff, you actually can, if you catch them early, the T-Zone SE will take care of your sedges as well. And if not, you can always run it back up with, Sedgehammer. You can always run some Sedgehammer for your nut sedges in the spring. So kind of what I'm getting at is when you're looking to purchase herbicides, think about the weeds that you're dealing with, right, in your lawn, and try to buy the type of materials that's going to cover the majority of those parts. So you don't have to have so many different chemicals in your arsenal. You'll have one that can take care of a lot of different things, one that kind of picks it up, maybe even look at the compatibility when it comes to spiking those herbicides with each other to get a good, nice combination. If you're looking for information on that, I know Matt Martin, if you check out the Grass Factor on Sunday night, he's a really good question to ask whether or not you should be mixing and spiking compatibility. He'll have you squared away there, no problem for sure. So then Poa annua is another weed that we see popping up, and what you can do to prevent your Poa annua is, again, the prodiamine for the win with the Poa annua. There are also some post-emergent things that can be utilized on Poa annua, which is the tenacity, which is why I bought it as well. Tenacity will also take care of your Poa annua. The only thing it's not going to take care of is the big ugly monster I have in my backyard by the name of Poa Triv. Yes, grass herpes. I haven't dropped that one in a while. The grass herpes needs something a little bit more powerful, but we're actually going to go with glyphosate. So the next step right now, even though it's not the perfect time to go after it with glyphosate, which I also have, I don't need a huge jug, right? And that's why I didn't get it from Home Depot, because Home Depot usually has the ready mixed, pre-mixed, ready to go stuff, and it's more expensive. This was like 10 bucks, 11 bucks at my local nursery spot that's around here, lawn and landscaping. It's called the Mill of Bel Air. And I know they're all over the place, right? But if you have a place like that, go check them out, because this was 10 bucks and the amount of applications I'm gonna get off of this one jug is insane. So I think when I do the math out, it'll probably come out to like maybe 50 cents per application. And speaking of math, if you don't like doing fertilizer application math, you should go get my app. Shameless plug. If you're going to get glyphosate, make sure you don't get the extended, what is it called? Like extended control or extended release. Don't get that stuff. Because it's extended control would also mean that you can't grow anything during that extended period of time. So make sure you get the glyphosate that's going to tell you that you can replant or reseed after, like this one says 7 days. I'm probably gonna wait like 14 days, but it says 7 days you can replant, resod, whatever you're gonna do. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kill off the Poa Triv in the backyard, and then I'm gonna cover it up with sod from the sod farm that I'm actually also gonna be working with this season as well. So it's perfect, it lined up just right for me. All right, so let's go ahead and get out here, finish marking this up, get our measurements, figure out how much sod we're gonna need, because we can get ahead of that, right? And because I'm doing sod in the backyard, what am I going to use as a pre-emergent? I can't use prodiamine because prodiamine won't let anything grow. Although I'm dealing with sod, it still isn't going to be good because it's not going to let my roots develop the way they need to get nice and strong before they start getting beat down by the summer that's going to come this year. So we're going to go with tenacity. That's right, tenacity, because tenacity is perfect for that. So that's what I'm going to use as a pre-emergent in the backyard now. And then my front yard, my side plot's going to get prodiamine. That's how I'm rocking with that. All right, stay tuned. I haven't shown y'all my lawn in a while. And I'd say for us being in January, we're looking pretty daggone good. Definitely still has a lot of its color, definitely still very green. So this is going to be our perfect time to go ahead and identify some of our winter weeds that might be issues. So like, look right here. Right here, we got some chickweed, I think this is. Pretty sure this is some chickweed down in there. Some common chickweed. I know I'm probably gonna have a clover issue. There's chickweed riddled throughout the entirety of this, but that's okay, no big deal. As I mark this out, what I'm trying to do is mark it out in a way that makes sense as far as how I'm going to lay down the sod. So if I have this whole patch right here, I kind of want to block this off like this. I'm not gonna do a deep dive into Poa Triv and Poa annual today. And the reason behind that is because I've already done that. And anything that I give you out here is going to be dwarfed in comparison of what Andy and Joyce had to say on the topic when I went to my local extension office. So if you haven't seen that video, I throw a link to that in the top right corner. Go ahead and check that video out after this if you're still interested in learning more about Poa Triv and Poa Ann. But like I said, I've already identified this, so I already know what I'm working with. So we're gonna finish marking out the backyard, and once we're done with this, I'm gonna measure it, and then we should be good to go. The next step is hitting it with the glyphosate. We're gonna be doing a video on PPE for home owners, DIYers, proper PPE. I'm gonna see if Andy can give us a nice little block of instructions on things that you need to be aware of and account for throughout the season, because you don't want to be the cause of you getting sick. The safety data sheets that comes with all these chemicals and materials, it will tell you what type of PPE you need. But if you're not a professional, it's really hard to kind of determine what it is you actually need. So for that, we're going to go over to Andy, and hopefully Andy will break that down for us. So let's go ahead and finish this up in the backyard and get our measurements and wrap this up, okay? All right, so right now I have a little more than 100 square feet to get. Let's see what this last little piece is going to be. So we got a 13 by 5. So that's putting me at about 176. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get probably 250 square feet. Yeah, 250 square feet for just like these overlapping areas. Like there's a patch out there I didn't really account for either. So that pretty much wraps this up, guys. The sun is gone now. As you can see, it is getting dramatically darker. This is no longer therapeutic for me. This is not healing my lung or my soul. No, I'm joking. Definitely got some healing in today. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in for your weekly dose of therapy with Rob.